Manchester United summer transfer let's play. Here we go. What's happening, folks, and welcome to a let's play that I'm sure some of you have been hoping I do for a while. I know one or two of you have been asking for this. Is a Manchester United let's play. Well, you've got it on my return to YouTube after a extended break. I will say, in case you don't watch the tomorrow series, there's still going to be breaks occasionally, every so often due to circumstances. There's still not entirely certain about the PC being fixed completely. And also, things get in the way, you know, life gets in the way. But we're doing a Let's Play of Man United with the summer update, a summer update. Link down in the description. Basically, it's a sort out SI database. I'll put a link in the page. Your database will be different than mine. If you want this save, I am going to save the file and you can load it so you get the same save I do. Obviously, I'm manager in this, but you can obviously take me off and put yourself in as manager if you want to have the same database that I have to maybe just go on the same journey with me if you wish to do so. So today we'll look at the database, look at the finance, look at the make sure everything's up to date, talk about what I'm going to do in the summer, and give your thoughts down below. There's no schedule yet for this series. I'm not entirely sure which schedule I'm going to go with. It's probably going to be daily, but I'm not going to commit to that 100% until I'm sure what I'm going to do. So, just to show you the database update, we can see here we've got John Murter at the club. Now, the one thing we could do is make the Glazers League Football Club. We can do that if you want. I don't know how I'd do it because I've disabled in-game editor, which is a problem. But we can always do that. I can always find a way to do that. But I don't really want to do that, really. But because we're not sure they are going to leave. But we'll see. So next is a 4-2-3. As you can see, Ambat's already there, which makes Anana's there. So you can see all the guys are here. So what's the database change? I'm guessing not that much. Develop players using the club user system. Yep. Sign high repetition players. Sign players under the age 23 for the first team. Of preferred. Sign players under 21 for the future. Yeah, could do that. And qualify for the Europa League, which we should do. Reach last stage of the FA Cup. Be competitive in Champions League. Depends on we get in the draw, of course. And the rest is kind of like, better wait and see how it goes. Fair enough. And then Club Vision. Yeah, they want to transfer the title, become the most rated club in England, supporters, by the way. And same in the world and in Europe, be competitive against Liverpool, against City, get a better of Leeds, have to play against them. We won't, we got relegated. Once again, in a cup, of course. We're going to skip that, and we're going to do a press conference at some point. I've already pre-saved it, which is great. If you want the skin, by the way, that I'm using for this series, it is also down in the description below. You can get a link to the video that I got it from. I'm guessing they may have updated it since I last did this. But anyway, as you can see, get Williams out of here because he's not going to be there. The database is fully up to date with the latest players. Obviously, there may be transfers that happen with other leagues that have not been completed yet. Saudi Arabia might buy a United player, for example, or Turkish at the time of recording this. But this is a database correct at the time of recording, which is recorded on the 2nd of September, 8:30 at night. So that's the database at the time. So as you can see here, we've got one player missing. Which is you and you. So we've got Rasmus Højlund, our striker, which I'm probably going to use quite a lot. We've got Martial still here, of course. Mason Mount is here. I'm not sure I'm going to use him. Honestly, box could work. We'll see. We've got We've got Stefan Amrabat, which is a player that we have, after all, Summer United and finally got them deadline day on a loan option to buy, and the show database is correct. Obviously, there's a bit of conjecture about what the fees actually are, but we've got an option of £21 million, I think is about right, for him. Reguilon is here on loan. The injuries are not in this database, though, which is you know, is what it is. Reguilon is here on loan. Can we terminate that contract, or can we terminate this? No, we can't, which again, it's not the perfect database on the planet, but it's the closest I can get right now. I want to start recording, get going, so I'll just go with this one. And who else? Onana, of course, is here. Our main goalkeeper. We've also got, oh God, I'm gonna balls this up completely. Alte by India. That's probably not anywhere near correct. but he's a second choice goalkeeper. And anybody else I missed out? Let me look at. I mean, Johnny Evans should be here somewhere. Oh, yeah, yes, Johnny Evans there as well. Again, not going to necessarily use him much, but it's the database update. So obviously we've got players who can move on. Garnacho, there's no database changes in terms of potential that I'm aware of in this database. It's just data, so they transfer the players in and out. So yeah, I mean, just make sure that the database is complete with today. We'll check on someone like Tottenham, for example, because they did sign someone right in. Yeah, see, Ben Johnson's right there. So it's up to date. It's fully up to date as a database, which is what we wanted. So obviously the actual date is 2022. Again, it's just to get the series up and running and get going. If I was waiting a bit longer, I could have done it, but I want to get going. So it's going to be a series that we continue until I decide to stop it. Essentially, it could be we try and win everything with them. I'll make that decision. You can give your thoughts down below in the comment section on that if you wish to do so. So yeah, I mean, finances. Let's go through this spiel first. I mean, tactic. I mean, I think I've got tactics on the cloud still. No, I do not. I have to get a tactic loaded. We'll go with Gingham Press for now. And go with that. Just for now, just get something in there. So I'll obviously debate that. Look at myself. Let's get these expectations agreed to. We can't change it. We can't change them anyway. Finances. Now we should have around 30 million to spend on players ish. 37 million pounds to spend on players if we wish to do so. I think players to move on could be people like Palestri, Van der Beek, McTominay, maybe Martial. I mean, Curry Manu is someone I want to try and use in the team. He's got good potential. So we'll promote. We'll look at Amad Diallo. He's still here, of course. So we could use him at right wing. Again, he's not got great potential. Maybe I can move him on. So I'm not quite sure. Hannibal, again, he's got good potential. But I'm not sure what role to use him as. It depends on tactic, obviously. Shoretire, I'm probably going to sell him. Not really good enough for what I want to do. We look at the potential rating here. We've got, I mean, there's players that I can sell on. I know, for example, from previous Let's Plays or previous series episodes I've done, I can sell this guy for like 1 million, but no one ever signs because of the work permit issue. There's somebody else as well. I always try and move on. And again, we've got Louise Jackson here. Again, I'm not sure. Again, your thoughts. Obviously, I don't often do these database series because it's hard to pick young players to go for because of the whole, like, your mindset is still on the original database. I think you're trying to think, what happened here? Because you're trying to think, okay, nobody moved. He moved this summer, so it's hard to work out. But I think the squad is good enough to get top 4. I really do think it's good to get top 4. I think it's a case of moving players on we don't want to keep. And I'm thinking Palestri is one. Van der Beek's another one. So these are the ones I'm thinking. Get rid of Palestri. Get rid of Van der Beek. McTominay for me is one I could move on, but I might keep for now. Bailly is definitely one to get rid of. Eaton's another one to get rid of. And Maguire is well, but that's only if I can get a good fee for him. I'd sell him and then bring in a certain set like with IRL. But those are the ones that got me iron to sell right now. I think Maguire will not be sold. No one make a bid for him. But these guys potentially. But if I can't sell them, I'll try and play them and get them some value in the market. I think it's going to be a case of maybe looking for young talent we can bring through on this updated database. I think I'll keep Martial for now because I'm not sure about Rasmus Højlund and how good he's going to be. I have not used him at all in FM. I'm not even done a review of him. Actually, I might have done a review of him actually on my Let's Play on my Stars Tomorrow series. But yeah, good squad. Obviously, I'm going to be vamping up the training sessions and getting get the coaches sorted out. And go from there. Scouting as well. I'm going to get better scouts in and go from there. Have a look what they recommend actually straight away. Camavinga would be great. I'd love Camavinga, but the fee would be massive. Evan Ferguson would be a good signing as well to rotate with Højlund, maybe long term. But I think the problem with that idea is that he's just signed a new contract this year. Yeah, he has, so we can't sign him. Well, actually, we could sign him actually. maybe we can sign him. Maybe. I doubt we'll do it first summer. Maybe we scout him and maybe move him. If we get Martial Solar, we'll do it, but I think we can. And then you're looking at people like, I'm Wenger in this team. It'd be brilliant. A box-to-box would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Or being ball midfielder, because one idea I've got this year is to go with ball midfielder there, a deep line playmaker there, maybe here, like that, and then a cam, advance forward, inside forward, maybe inverted wing or something like this. Now, I could just go on a tactic and make it work, but I don't want to do that. I would on an offline save just to get used to play this have fun, but on a YouTube series I won't do this. Unless you guys think it's okay, then obviously maybe we could do that. But yeah, that's the idea I've got at the moment. I'm not married to it. I'm not going to commit to this, but we shall see where we go from here. So what is the fixture list looking like? Our first game is Everton at Old Trafford, which I'm going to do as the first live com. In case you're new to my channel, you don't know how we do things. I usually do a summary of the window, transfer window, what players I've signed, moved on, all that kind of stuff. The coaches, the scouting system, players I'm looking at long term. And then what I do then is do the opening game of the season. It's only extended highlights, unless it's on key, which I then will say it's on key. So then we go forward from there. So I think next episode after that will probably be Chelsea and Brighton, probably, because they're big games. Then Man City, Tottenham. They're going to be quite close together, these games, I think. Because, your thoughts, guys, below. Do you want to go for length of gap or do you want to go for big games? So, what I mean by that is, would you prefer us to go to these two here and get through the games, or no, show the big games and take your time? Give me your thoughts, and I also make a final decision on this, but we'll go from there. Now, will it be a daily series? Potentially. But obviously PC is just permitting. We'll make sure everything's okay with that. Seems to be okay, but we'll wait and see. But the first episode, guys, will be Everton. It will be Everton, the first game of the season. Hopefully, we can win in that game. And then we'll probably do Chelsea and Brighton after that. And then Man City and Tottenham, just because it makes sense to do that. Obviously, Champions League games, I'll try and show the draw live. If not, I'll try and record it when it happens and then drop it into the episode. So you see my instant reaction to the draw. But we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun, hopefully. And hopefully we do well. It's a first time doing Man United series where I've generally felt like I really, really want to do it rather than just being forced to do it. And I will be doing a Man United save next year offline, but I thought for the end of the year we'll do this one and see if I can get Champions League win. Obviously, I would like to win everything, but I don't know what the end game of the series will be. I think the obvious one is Champions League win, but I'd like to win everything with them. The World Cup and that kind of thing. Always go in the end and see what we can win and see how far we can get. Have a lot of fun with it and go from there. I'll make a decision on that myself. It might be that I do this save till I win Champions League and then bring Brighton back alongside it. I don't know. Unlikely. I think one Let's Play at a time is what I prefer to do. It's just easier to focus on that rather than having two. Because it's just too... my brain can't cope with that. If I've even got one. So, your thoughts, guys, down below, guys, on the series, and ideas, what players we could look to bring in. Mainly young players, I think, to develop. Code Manu, where should we play him? What's his best role? And all that kind of stuff. But if you're excited for this episode, well, this series, really, hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new as well. And I'll catch you guys all in the next one. And until then, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.